Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, how are you today? I hope you all in a good condition and healthy. We are from Group 4, Office Administration of Education B 2020. We will explain about writing basics. When I make a good sentence writing. Before the presentation started, I will introduce myself. My name is Embun Pramesti, and my team members are Chendry, Arshila, Isyan, Violeta, Erlianti, Ishar Fahrianti, Karienda, Faisa, Asri, and Rizki, Amelia, Rinjani. Please pay attention and check this out.
A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. An example is, the dog runs.
We can break down a basic sentence into 4 parts. These are the capital letters, subject, verb, and punctuation. To make a complete sentence, we need a subject, a verb, and a complete idea. A sentence needs to make sense on its own. Sometimes complete sentences are also called independent clauses. A clause is a group of words that may make up a sentence. An independent clause is a group of words that may stand alone as a complete, grammatically correct thought. Example: we went to the store, we bought the ingredients on our list, and then we went home. In this sentence, an independent clause is, we went to the store, we bought the ingredients on our list, we went home. All complete sentences have at least one independent clause. You can identify an independent clause by reading it on its own and looking for the subject and the verb.
Capitalization. The first word in the sentence starts with a capital letter. First, capitalize the name of people. For example, James Monroe and John Wayne. Next, capitalize the first word of every sentence. For example, for statement is, my brother is at home. Comment, close the door. Question, are you a student? Exclamation, look out. Next, capitalize the names of cities, countries, and continents. For example, London, New York, Africa, and China. Next, capitalize the names of language and nationalities. For example, German, Russia, Koji is Japanese, Liana is Russian. Next, capitalize the days of the week. For example, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Next, capitalize the month of the year. For example, July and February. But not the season. For example, summer and spring. Next, capitalize the name of street, lanes, road, avenue, highways, and expressway. For example, Chong Road Street, Third Avenue, the Honam Expressway. Next, capitalize brand names, but don't capitalize. Next, always capitalize the subject pronoun I. For example, I am tall and fat. Next, capitalize place name. For example, is Asia, Lake Geneva, the Gobi Desert, the Pacific Ocean. Next, capitalize place names such as hospital, hotels, buildings, companies, and schools. For example, Sheila Hotel, Samsung Corporation, and hospital. Next, capitalize job titles. A job name is capitalized only if it is used as a title. Use a period after title that are abbreviation. For example, Professor Basker, capitalized as a title. She's a professor, not capitalized as a job name. Dr. Kim, title and abbreviate capitalized and use a period after the abbreviation. Next, capitalize acronym. For example, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. OPEC, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries.
The next material is subject. The subject usually appears at the beginning of a sentence as a noun or a pronoun. A noun is a word that identifies a person, place, thing, or idea. A pronoun is a word that replies a noun. Common pronouns are I, he, she, it, you, they, and we. In the following sentence, the subject is underlined on. For example, Malik is the project manager for this project. He will give you our assignment. Next, compound subject. A sentence may have more than one person, place, or thing as the subject. The subjects are called compound subjects. Compound subjects are useful when you want to discuss several subjects at once. For example, Desmond and Maria have been working on that design for almost a year. Books, magazines, and online articles are all good resources. Next, prepositional pairs. Prepositions connect a noun, pronoun, or verb to another word that describes or modifies that noun, pronoun, or verb. Common prepositions include in, on, under, near, by, with, and about. The next material is verb. A verb is often an action word that shows what the subject is doing. A verb can also link the subject to a describing word. There are three types of verbs that you can use in a sentence. 1. Action verbs. 2. Linking verbs. And 3 are helping verbs.
A verb that connects the subject to an action is called an action verb. An action verb answers the question what is the subject doing. In the following sentence, the action verbs are in italic. For example, the dog barked at the jogger, and he gave a short speech before we eat. A verb can often connect the subject of the sentence to a describing word. This type of verb is called a linking verb because it links the subject to a describing word. In the following sentences, the linking verbs are in bold. For example, the coat was old and dirty, and the boy looked tired. Helping verbs are verbs that are used with the main verbs to describe mood or tense. Helping verbs are usually a form of be, do, or have. The word can is also used as helping verb. For example, 1. The restaurant is known for its variety of dishes. And 2. She does pick up when promoted in class. And 3. We have seen that the movie 3 times. And the last, she can tell when someone walks on her lawn. Sentence patterns. 6 basic subject verb. Patterns can enhance your writing. Notice that some sentence patterns are action verbs and others are linking verbs. For example, 1. Subject verb. Computers hum. Computers as subject, hum as verb. 2. Subject linking verb and noun. Computers are stool. Computers as subject, are as linking verb, and tool as noun. 3. Subject linking verb and adjective. Computers are expensive. Computers as subject, are as linking verb, and expensive as adjective. 4. Subject, verb, and adverb. Computers calculate quickly. Computers as subject, calculate as verb, and quickly as adverb.
Sentence pattern. Subject, verb, direct object. When you write a sentence with a direct object or DO, make sure that the DO receives the action of the verb. Example, Sally, subject, ride, verb, a motorcycle, direct object. Next, subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. Example, my coworker, subject, give, verb, me, indirect object, the report, direct object. Fragment. Fragment is a sentence that is missing a subject or a verb. A fragment might include a description or might express part of an idea, but it does not express a complete thought. Fragment. Children helping in the kitchen. Complete sentence. Children helping in the kitchen often make a mess. Common sentence errors. Fragments often occur because of some common error, such as starting a sentence with a preposition, a dependent word, an infinitive, or a gerund. Example fragment that begin with a preposition. Incorrect. After walking over 2 miles, John remembered his wallet. Correct. After walking over 2 miles, John remembered his wallet. Correct. John remembered his wallet after walking over 2 miles. Next, example fragment that begin with gerund. Incorrect. Taking deep breath, Saul prepared for this presentation. Correct. Taking deep breath, Saul prepared for his presentation. Correct. Saul prepared for his presentation. He was taking deep breath. Run-on sentence. Sentence with two or more independent clauses that have been incorrectly combined are known as run-on sentence. A run-on sentence may be either a fused sentence or a comma place. Fused sentence. A family of folks live under our shade. Young folks play all over the yard. Comma place. We look outside. The kids were hopping on the trampoline. Punctuation. One way to correct run-on sentence is to correct the punctuation. For example, adding a period will correct the run-on by creating two separate sentences. Run-on. There were no seats left. We had to stand at the back. Correct. There were no seats left. We had to stand at the back.
Using a semicolon between the two complete sentences will also correct the error. A semicolon allows you to keep the two closely related ideas together in one sentence. When you punctuate with a semicolon, make sure that both parts of the sentence are independent clauses. Note, the accident clause, both lanes of traffic, we waited an hour for the wreckage to be cleared. Complete sentence, the accident clause, both lanes of traffic. We waited an hour for the wreckage to be cleared. Use a semicolon to separate two independent clauses. You may wish to add a transition word to show the connection between two thoughts. After the semicolon, add the transition word and follow it with a comma. Note, the project was put on hold. We didn't have time to slow down, so we kept working. And in complete sentence, the project was put on hold. However, we didn't have time to slow down, so we kept working. Next is coordinating conjunction. You can also fix run-on sentence by adding a comma and a coordinating conjunction. A coordinating conjunction acts as a link between two independent clauses. Run-on, the new printer was installed. No one knew how to use it. And in complete sentence, the new printer was installed, but no one knew how to use it. Next is dependent words. Adding dependent words is another way to link independent clauses. Like the coordinating conjunction, dependent words show a relationship between two independent clauses. Run-on, we took the elevator, the others still got there before us. And in complete sentence, although we took the elevator, the others got there before us.